Yeah, I gotta keep it 100. Time to highlight the power people. Yeah, all the people of color. Yeah, you know this is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money. This is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money. Yeah, tune in, this is major. You know we gotta show love to the darker shaded movers and shakers. For real, this is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money. Let's go. This is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money, yeah.
Hello, guys, and welcome to Brown and Money. I am Tiffy T, your host, and today we are doing a different show, but I wanted to bring this to you guys so that you guys can listen and learn from some of our previous intimate portraits. So today's topic is going to be, what can we learn financially from some of our past intimate portraits? So let's just get right into it. Let's just really talk first about some just general business things. So when you have a business and you are running it as a business, first of all, you have to have separate bank accounts. You need to get all your legalese done. So you're going to be a LLC, work as a sole proprietor. And even if you're going to be a sole proprietor, I still suggest that you do a separate bank account just for your business, and do not commingle. It might also be easier to just do separate banks. Just my thought process. I don't really do that. Well, actually, yes, I do. I do have a separate bank for one of my businesses, but that's really because that bank is local and it's convenient for my employees. So that's one of the reasons too. But also, you want to be very mindful of your business finances as well as your personal finances. But also, if your personal finances are jacked, your business is probably going to be too. Now, I could be wrong. Some of you may have jacked up personal finances, but be rolling in the dough in your business. That's good. So you should take the practices that you learn in your business and put it in your personal. I know for me, I don't take a lot of chances when it comes to my business income. I know what my numbers and my dollars are. I am very big on the fact that I don't have a lot of debt for any of my businesses. Because debt can really change the way you do things sometimes. So also, you want to make sure that whatever types of permits or, I'm going to say permits, some say business licenses, because each municipality is going to say something different. So you want to check to make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row for that. That's just in general. And the next thing, you want to have some type of accounting system. And even if you don't do like a QuickBooks or things like that, which you don't have to do, but it is so much simpler. If you want to take a look at that, or I'll have a link down below in the description box if you like. You need to know how much you're bringing in and how much you're taking out. You can do that simply with like an Excel spreadsheet. You really can. However, some people need to have the software do it for them because they have everything tied to their card. You need to keep your receipts. You know, something as simple as, in fact, I'm going to show you this. These are receipts. These are receipts that haven't been sorted, but they are receipts that if you happen to be watching me, you'll see a baggie full of receipts. These are monthly receipts. Every time I have a receipt, I put it in that bag, and it goes into a bigger bag at the end of the month because I file those things away so that I can have them. Never know. So then the next thing you want to, if you are in a position where you have employees, I would suggest, if you don't understand management, read a book. Yeah, you can always take a business management class, but that takes up a lot of time. Read a book. talk to other people that are supervisors and managers. Find out how they handle certain things. You know, the last thing that you want is to have a very good, thriving business and mess up with an employee because you broke labor laws. You don't want to do that. So, just something to think about. So, now that we got into that, next thing is also with your personal finances. You should stick to a budget for your personal finances. Meaning, normally you know generally how much certain things are going to cost. So stick to a budget for that. And we'll get into another video where we're talking about financial planning for yourself personally. But always try and stick to a budget so that you know how much you're spending, especially if this business is going to be the only income that you have. Okay. So let's look into some examples of things that some of the people from our former intimate portraits did to make their businesses successful or not successful. So first show, we talked about Madam C.J. Walker. One of the things that to help your finances in your business, sometimes you can't be afraid to strike out on your own. That's what she did. You know, I think I talk about it in hers and in Annie Malone's intimate portrait. Obviously, Madam C.J. Walker saw something different that Annie Malone didn't see. And it worked out best for Madam C.J. Walker. She struck out on her own, and it worked out. That company's still standing today. Number two, you're going to need to put some feet to the pavement. That's definitely what Madam C.J. Walker did. Now, what I mean by put feet to the pavement, what I mean is, yes, she did do some like door-to-door sales, as well as she used the religious community to help her provide information and get salespeople and things like that, which allowed her to travel the country selling the products. But to take that into today's world, you might need to know a little bit about SEO. You might need to take a course on how to do Facebook ads, or just watch the videos that these places provide so that you understand how to target your market. Just something to think about. Then we have Thomas Jennings. Now, Thomas Jennings, he's the man that had the first black man, that received the first patent. The first black man to receive a patent, not the first patent. Let me correct myself there. And looking over his entire life, and especially with the business, the reason why he was so successful is because he gave his customers a solution. Does your business provide a solution for consumers? So with Thomas Jennings, he came up with what we know today as modern day dry cleaning. That gave a solution to his customers, because his customers were having problems keeping their clothes clean. And the time frame when this was happening, you didn't just go to the laundromat, you didn't have a full-on washer machine. Sometimes some houses may not even have electricity back then. So someone was, using some type of basin to clean everything. Or like a washboard. Some of you are probably like, what the heck's a washboard? Yeah, go Google it. So he came up with a solution that's still being used today. So next I want to talk about is Annie Malone. Now, Annie Malone, she really taught the art of selling, which I believe was part of the reasons why Madam C.J. Walker was so successful. She, looking at her Poro College and reading over what they offered, they taught you overall, not just be a pushy salesperson, but they taught you overall what your look needs to be, how you should how you should handle your demeanor. In a way, she was doing like finishing school. That's what I think about it. So she taught real lessons of selling. One thing's for sure, I want to use the car salesman analogy. If I'm going to, let's say, an expensive place or like a luxury car place, and the person that's trying to sell a car to me, for let's say they look like they haven't bathed, maybe they look like they've been living on the street, they just look like they don't belong in that certain type of establishment, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to buy that luxury car, because they have to present a certain appearance to me to feel comfortable to spend that type of money. It may sound wrong, but it's just the way of the world. So, and I'm not saying, I know a lot of people do that whole fake it till you make it, but you can wash, you can put on clean clothes. Clothes at this point are so inexpensive. You can go to Walmart or Target and find very nice, appropriate clothing. You don't have to be in a 3-piece suit, but you can wear a nice pair of khakis, a nice collared shirt, and that could still be appropriate. Just saying. Now, the one thing with Annie Malone that I think everyone should take away from is you make sure that you oversee your management. That's why she got into part of the situation she got into, end up owing the IRS so much money. She didn't oversee the management. Part of the problem was, there was a fight for her company between her and her husband, and he probably oversaw for himself, didn't oversee for the business. That's my thought process. I don't know if that's the truth. I didn't know these people, but reading, you can tell that they had a struggle. She kind of walked away from the business, was taking the profits from it, but wasn't overseeing the management. And unfortunately, when management doesn't have some of the proper training, these are the things that happen. That's why she lost her company. So just wanted to review that information with you guys. Sometimes I don't think I always get to put all that information out of, let's review how this financially would help you today. But I just wanted to put this video out to help you guys. If you want to hear or see more videos or podcasts like this, just let me know, and I'll be sure to go through them. I'll see you again. Talk to you later. This is Tiffy T with Brown and Money.
Yeah, I gotta keep it 100. Time to highlight the power people. Yeah, all the people of color. Yeah, you know this is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money. This is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money. Yeah, tune in, this is major. You know we gotta show love to the darker shaded movers and shakers. For real, this is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money. Let's go. This is Brown and Money. Brown and Money, Brown and Money, yeah.